Here's my biggest problem with the movie Three from Hell. You went through all of this trouble to bring these characters back from dead, to film a third movie. You rewrote Sig Haig's character because he was declining from health. You introduced a new character. You had these three go on a third adventure, and you had them survive their experience in Mexico and walk away clean, only to leave us with this being the final installment. Where's our fourth movie? That's my biggest problem. Give me a fourth film. Hashtag fourth Firefly. Let's get this movement started in the comments section right below. Fourth Firefly. I want another movie. Let's make 8 or 9 of these fucking things. I love these movies. Why not? Let's go. The third one's kind of garbage. Let's see what you can do for number 4, Rob Zombie. Today we are talking about Three from Hell. This is Rob Zombie's 7th feature film and the 3rd film in the Firefly trilogy. If you can call these 3 pretty much unrelated movies a trilogy, they mainly just involve 3 of the same characters, and they are 3 completely different movies. Released in 2019 with a budget of $3 million, this film grossed $2.3 million worldwide. It has a 58% tomato meter, a 55% popcorn meter, and a 5.4 on IMDb. Covering a 60-year career, this was Sid Haig's final film. This is the last feature film he was ever in. He had been acting since the 1960s, playing in such TV series as The Lucy Show, Batman, Star Trek, Man from U.N.C.L.E., Here's Lucy, Gunsmoke, Get Smart, Dukes of Hazzard, A-Team, and MacGyver. The man has been in everything, and this was his final feature film. He was also in a lot of exploitation films like Foxy Brown and Coffee, which led him to a lot of roles in Quentin Tarantino movies. He is in Jackie Brown, and he is also in Kill Bill. Unfortunately, due to his health problems, his role in the movie was cut down immensely, and he actually passed away 5 days after this film was released theatrically. During my first watch through of Three from Hell, I absolutely hated this movie. However, I guess it's kind of grown on me over the years. I watched it again. I didn't hate it nearly as much. That's not a ringing endorsement, but I kind of liked the first 2 acts. It was okay. The second half of the movie still kind of just sucks. It's not what these characters are. The second half of the movie has a dumb plot where they travel to Mexico, and I'm pretty sure it was just because of the visuals that he could get. The filming, the cinematography, all of it looks very Rob Zombie, but the story and the characters and the acting, none of that is Rob Zombie-esque at all. The nihilistic conversation between Otis and Baby at the Mexican hotel, is this all worth it? What does it mean? That is completely out of character for those 2 characters. It felt like forced dialogue. It wasn't natural in any way. The whole knife throwing contest still was off-putting. It is terrible dialogue. It doesn't add to the story in any way, and it's acted poorly. It's not a good scene. It could have been cut. All 3 of them walking around Mexico, so happy, so free, so full of life. These are not these fucking characters that you've developed in the past 2 movies. These are completely different people. These are not the characters that we fell in love with during Devil's Rejects. Instead of sick, terrible characters saying inappropriate things that just turn out to be funny, there's a few scripted jokes that never are funny. I did laugh at Otis telling Foxy, seriously? No one knows who you are. A little call out to the audience. We've added this new character. It was clever. It was funny. I laughed at that. But a lot of the jokes just fell flat. I understand why they went to Mexico in this film. Rob Zombie is a visual artist, and the locations and sets and paintings on the wall and everything, it looked gorgeous. It was a very visually stimulating movie. My first viewing, I was very off-put by Baby's Indian headdress and bow and arrow. This time I kind of got into it. Those are some damn good scenes. It's pretty badass watching her plug an arrow into someone's neck. I kind of liked it this time around. And Anna-Gata DeVita playing in the background, that was pretty badass. There were a few things that I was like, alright, maybe I don't hate this movie. There were a couple callbacks in the film that I liked. The line, get fucked up and do fucked up stuff. That was a callback to House of a Thousand Corpses. I like that. At the end of the movie, the closing credits, they used the same footage that they shot for the closing credits of The Devil's Rejects. I like that. It even has a really good song playing over. It's a nice little tribute to the past two films. It was a nice little touch. I didn't hate this movie as much as I did the first time around. Not a ringing endorsement, but, you know, it is what it is. This is what we got. This is the third chapter that he made. This is what we have. It is what it is. You take what you get. You move on in life. I'm giving it a retro recommendation of 6 out of 10 on the must-watch meter. Not something you need to watch. It does kind of end the story, kind of. But, I mean, really, it's a completely different movie than the first two. He definitely could have ended with Devil's Rejects. But again, if you're gonna make a third, where's my fourth? Where's my fifth? Where's my sixth? I want a 7th Firefly movie. Why not? Keep them coming, man. Make them gory as shit. Your fans will show up. I'll buy the damn things. Why not make them? For our Halloween rating, I'm giving it a 0 out of 5 on the jump scare meter, a 1 out of 5 on the chills meter, and we'll give it a 4 out of 5 on the gore meter. I mean, there's some good neck shots with an arrow. It's okay. That's my review of 3 from Hell. What do you think in the comments below? Do you want a 4th movie? Let's get this movement started.